I'll tell you this about this is the thing about shiny object syndrome, though. It's like a little like fire. Like it can be really great and keep you warm in the winter, but it can also burn your fucking house down. So
noted.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of scared again. And I
keep that in mind as you're looking at the shiny objects. Anyway, so we had some other concepts in the mix that were driven a lot by like buildings like this, that we were like, this building is amazing, like it wants to be a pizzeria, or this building's amazing, we should do Mexican food here. But we kept doing the Postinos too, and people really liked it. They really connected with it, and we weren't trying to build some big company. And Craig and I, he was a bartender and I was a waitress, and we just thought, hey, this is cool. Let's keep doing it and make great spaces for people to connect in and have fun in and have fun along the way. And we have definitely been able to do that, really untraditionally.
I mean, I would agree. I mean, the place is packed right now in the middle of a pandemic, so that's pretty damn well. I mean, socially responsibly, of course.
Look, you are like 9 feet from that guy and like 10 feet from that lady.
Yeah, I couldn't spit on someone if I tried.
I know.
Yeah, and we're outside. I feel good.
Okay, well, so speaking of which, we wanted to help you.
Irons
you can probably find that in the book you read.
Yeah. I actually write them down. My mom has so many of them. I write them down because I just don't want to forget them.
Where's Mom from?
She was born in Tyler, Texas. I was born in San Antonio.
That's football country.
Oh, yeah. My dad played professional football.
What the fuck?
Really? I know.
Were you just not going to tell me that before? I didn't see that in your bio or Wikipedia
it's not in there
page.
Did you not play much?
If you told me, like, I had to tell you, this is what's like, my grandpa played for the Giants, and my dad was drafted.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, this is back when, like, any white
He's
guy
who
could
I got
play
my
football.
red hair from. His name was Red Dog Ettinger. He invented some play, supposedly. This is folklore in my family. I don't know. It's on Wikipedia, apparently. But let me tell you something, okay? Like, if I had to explain to you how football works, I could not do it. Like, tell you how do you score goals and whatnot.
Have you met her?
You don't know either? Yeah, girl, I like her right away. It's embarrassment, big time. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing to hang your hat on, just tuning out whatever your family was passionate about.
Yeah.
It's really nice of you.
I know. I'm really, and then I used to nanny for Andre Reed.
What the
yeah, and they're awesome. And one time, this is a good story that you'll like.
He was a Buffalo Bill with Eric Molds. He's a Mississippi State kid.
Here's a story that I'm going to really disappoint you.
91?
98.
Okay.
Here's one I'll really disappoint you with. So I was nannying. I didn't know anything about football. I didn't care what he did, whatever. And he's like, hey, Lauren, my friend's coming over. Can you? And this other person's going to come pick up the dry cleaning. Can you send my friend back when they get here? So this guy comes to the door, knocks on the door, and I just assumed he was here to get the dry cleaning. I'm like, hey, are you here for the dry cleaning? And he's like, no, I'm here to see Andre. I'm like, okay, he's in the back. So here comes Andre, and he's like, did you seriously just try to give my dry cleaning to Jerry Rice? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, sorry. And I go home to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, who's Jerry Rice? And she's like, why? And I tell her what happened, and she's like, Lauren, you are an embarrassment to your family.
I couldn't agree more. What the fuck? Tried to give. I bet he was like,
Now it's like been going on for so long that it's like I just can't even do it. Like my boyfriend this morning is like, let's talk about stuff. Okay, Denver played yesterday, and I'm like, he's like, what's the name of the team? I'm like, Nuggets. And he's like, who'd they play? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, who's the guy? What team does LeBron play for? I'm like, Kevin LeBron. He plays for. He's like, no, LeBron James. Like, I'm the worst.
Well, I couldn't agree. I mean, I thought she was the worst. But she's been helping me gamble recently, and she hit a 4-game parlay just going off of mascots the other day.
Everyone has their skills, okay? And maybe sports just isn't ours.
Or mine. I mean, to be fair, I have zero proof that sports gambling or fantasy sports would be my forte. I have not been successful in either of them. So maybe I should just follow suit. Yeah, that was a perfect tangent. Thank you for that.
No problem.
We like them when they're good.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of embarrassing stories, so we can keep going with that theme if you want to.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. Fuck the themes that we had for today. Tell us some more stories about you meeting professional athletes and mistaking them for day laborers.
Yeah. I mean, it happens like from time to time.
Okay, so I'll get us back on a little bit of the rails. Chris and I, we really worked hard on this, and by that I mean I got real high today, and we came up with some recipes for your new location. Now, Chris's recipes are going to be nice, healthy, foodie style.
Okay.
And mine are not. Say something hilarious.
But you came up with all these really good ideas.
You don't know that.
Well, they sound like they're going to be good. You're building it up pretty good.
Well, thank you. That's what we do here on this podcast. We build things up for a big drop. It's like an EDM song. Except a lot less like 22-year-old chicks tuning in.
And glitter.
Yeah. In fact, none. Our demo is strictly Denver, 24 to 35. Not really, but primarily. So
Okay.
that's your target demo for this restaurant. So you should be in good shape.
Sweet.
All right, Chris, you got your recipes ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that don't know at home or have not been able to eat at Postino, they do a spread. You get 4 slices of bread that are built out into bruschetta boards and then cut. So it's a big piece of bread, and they have a beaucoup of options. It's a French Cajun term. So I'm teaching you real Southern terms.
Means a
And
bunch
so
of items.
we came up with some that we think would be very beneficial to the new location. Chris, you go with your Southern, I'll do my Southern. and
Let's
we'll-
go 1-to-1.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going
All
to
right.
win, but it's okay.
This isn't a game.
Yeah, everything's a game, Chris. It's all a competition.
True.
Right? Hungry dogs eat
100%.
first.
All right, what about Southern transplant, pimento cheese, and fried green tomatoes on top?
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that good?
You guys,
Yeah.
like, one of these is going to
And
end
then
up on
maybe
here.
drip like some remoulade on that cheese or
Oh.
something.
That just got
Yeah.
extra fatty, and I dig it. I like it. You got to have butter. That's why it's a Southern
That
delight.
really legitimately sounds good. I'm
Yeah,
obsessed
no
with
shit it
pimento
does.
cheese,
'Cause
too.
I've been eating a lot of pimento cheese
It's so
sandwiches.
good.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
mayo
I've been
and cheese.
crushing those
and
I
things.
just had smoked pimento cheese at the Rustic in Houston, and it was bomb.
Yeah.
Like, they brought
Houston
this
has
thing.
a sleeper great food scene
It is
down there.
unbelievable. They brought this tray and it had chips and like pimento cheese on it and brisket and this like hot cheese dip, and then they lifted this thing off and all the smoke came out of it. Like, blew my mind.
Like-
Would Chris come and make the pimento cheese part time
Totally.
slash
Totally.
franchise the recipe?
Do it.
Okay,
Look at that. We're making shit happen here on this
aged
podcast.
Sold.
white cheddar.
sold.
So mine is a stoner option.
Okay.
And instead of using your bread that y'all use, you use a Sister Schubert roll on the bottom. You know what
I
I'm
don't know
talking-
what that is.
Well, we're going to teach you.
Okay.
You know what a Chick-fil-A chicken mini comes in? Those
No.
little Parker House rolls?
Oh, okay,
it's-
like the White Castle rolls.
I don't know. Oh, my God, no. My Arizona correspondent says, no, that's not correct.
Okay.
For those at home that know what a Sister Schubert roll is, you know if you know.
Okay.
And then you do fried chicken, mashed potato, just a layer, just gravy over the top, and then you sprinkle crumbs of fried chicken, skin on the top.
I don't know if that's a bruschetta. That sounds like a slider.
Yeah, I'll
Sounds
fuck
like
with
a
that too.
KFC
That's
bowl.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
a KFC bowl. Yes.
Except
Agreed.
they don't have Sister Schubert's.
They don't, but it'd be nice if they
It's a
did.
bruschetta if it's a bread served dish.
That's
Put
a
one
fair
tomato
point.
on
That's
top.
a fair point.
All right, so then my next one's called the Italian Gibber.
I love that you guys came up with names associated with said items.
He has a good one too. I like his name for rest in peace, but we'll get to that. So it's prosciutto, burrata, Maldon salt, and then you're going to use THC oil to drop over the top instead of olive oil.
Okay, wait, say that again. Prosciutto.
Burrata,
Okay.
Maldon salt, which
Okay.
is the fancy
We
flake.
have it. Yep, we
I know
have
you
it.
fuck with that. And then THC glaze oil over the top instead of normal olive oil or balsamic.
And
you
does,
can get that anywhere.
Okay, and does that have like a marijuana taste to it? Like
No, it actually
strong?
doesn't. It tastes just like Evo and or truffle oil. Now
Okay.
the truffle oil, obviously, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So in moderation,
Okay,
use responsibly.
got
Yes.
it. Okay.
All right, Chris. So give us your Italian vibe.
All right, I got one. She's all that. The notorious RBJ. RBG. Why did I say J?
It's all right. I'll cut out the J. I'll cut
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Read
Cut out
it
the
again.
J.
Read it again from the start, and I'll cut out what we just said.
Really?
Chris, give us your Italian one. Go.
Cheese all that. The notorious RBG.
Rest in peace.
And it's red tomatoes, balsamic vinegar, and Gruyere cheese. Just simple.
He's the one that you're actually going to get recipes
I
from.
mean,
Mine are
this
just
is
more
like
fun.
kind of legit. This could be a side hustle for Chris. Like,
It should be the real hustle for Chris. Get in the food game.
you know,
Chris.
he has like a culinary background, right?
You're talking
No,
about my
no.
roommate and co-host?
Yes.
Yeah, I know him a little
I don't
bit.
know. I mean, I was making sure. You
you know
seemed a
his
little
middle name?
surprised by his skills.
No, I already know the recipes as well. It's called being emphatic. We're doing a podcast here. Join me in acting a little bit.
We're professionals.
Yeah. Sorry, we were out.
That was it. You said you had
kinda
like 10.
Well, I have more, but they're all stoner ones that you're not going to use. Chorizo, beans, and rice topped with cilantro, called the Mexican mix-up.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not made for an Italian wine bar, but it's fantastic. I know that because I eat
I like
that.
Light Your Fire too. Smoked beef and spicy pepper jam with pepper jack cheese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one's supposed to be spicy, and then they're all supposed to have some kind of fun.
I feel like we should film,
mix.
like, we can go back in the kitchen and, like, film, like, putting stuff together, and you guys should eat it.
There's people in Korea that pay to watch people eat food all the time. That's what we'd have to start doing. Just be like, oh, my God, is he really going to eat that gross-ass concoction? Be like, no, we're going to pass it to Kip. Kip will eat anything. He's like Mikey from the Chex commercials.
Awesome.
You got that reference, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I figured I'd land one.
Craig and I did a bruschetta off during COVID on Instagram Live.
It's a PG-13 podcast?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
A bruschetta off.
Yeah, what does that mean?
We came up with, like, our own versions of bruschettas that we would make on the fly, and mine whooped his, but his was, like, so gnarly, and then we turned around, he had to eat it. It was pretty awesome.
See, you should have come up with a cool name that had an alliteration, like Build-A-Board, like we just did.
Oh.
And then it stuck better.
I see.
We've got an ideas board at the house.
Yeah, this was our first rodeo, so we need a lot of help with this. And
How
you guys
is
have been
your
at
first
this.
rodeo?
Doing
You have
Instagram
12
Live and stuff, you know.
You have 12 locations with like 78 variations. She's like, we never do this.
True.
Yeah. It's like the person that gets caught masturbating in the airport. They're like, this is my first time. When you know damn well it's not. The first time they got caught.
Never your first time.
Yeah. Well, bringing up airport masturbation reminds me that we're going to shift from food to talk a little bit more personal questions.
Okay.
So this segment we stole from the internet, and these are clever questions that went viral. Chris is going to lead it off. This is one of his segments that we have never not died out laughing. So good luck. You got big shoes to fill.
Oh.
Everyone else has been witty.
Okay.
Good luck. Seriously.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What movie most recently made you cry?
Oh my God, the Lady Gaga movie, A Star Is Born.
That shit does it every time.
Okay,
Well
let me
played.
tell you the story.
I believe you.
That thing came out, and then I was traveling a ton on the airplane.
Every time.
Okay, you would see these grown-ass
you cried
men.
in an airplane?
Oh, I'll cry anywhere.
Everybody
I
cries
could
on
tell
an
you a
airplane,
story right now.
right?
If I start talking about my staff or my kid, I'll cry like I'm a crier.
Let's not do that.
But this was the best thing ever. Like on the plane, these grown-ass men would be like, and I'd see them. They'd be like sitting next to me and like, oh, they're gonna watch A Star Is Born. And they'd be sitting there trying so hard not to like cry in front of this boatload of strangers, and that thing will wreck you, dude. I mean, that movie. Woo!
Have you ever heard the theory that any movie can get you emotional on an airplane? Like whether it be like your serotonin levels are off from travel, the height, altitude, whatever. I've heard that like anything. You can watch a happy movie like The Sandlot and you'll still cry and be like, that dog was stuck outside all day. Like you'll find an excuse anywhere. Have you ever heard that theory?
Sandlot. I love that movie.
Thank you. We
That was
have a lot.
reference.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think that might be true, though. I've spent a lot of hours lately, the last few years, up in the air, and it's true. Lots of strange things happen up there.
Speaking of which, a very so-so drum Up in the Air about George Clooney.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Just staying on the movie. Nicole over there, she's like,
Yeah,
she's a rom-com aficionado as well.
Yeah, that movie makes me want to like go take a shower. It's like really weird.
And especially in the time of COVID, be like, he touched so many handrails. Whoa.
And he's just like, and you want to think of George Clooney in these like beautiful environments, not being like a crusty guy on the road, you know?
Yeah, he's staying in like Motel 6s, giving like depressing speeches to guys that are like reading "Don't Kill Myself" books.
Yes. A lot of darkness in that one.
Speaking of darkness, this brings us to our next question. Would you rather give up drinking, going out to eat, or having sex? Yeah, there you go.
This is the worst question ever.
You think that's bad? Wait till the next one. When we ask you what kind of cartoon character
Probably
you'd have sex
drinking.
with.
You know, it wouldn't like kill me to take a little minute off. Is this forever or like?
Yeah, there's a little bit off.
Yoicks. Well, there's like probably a
drinking
drop in a
O'Doul's.
15-pound drop in heaven my way. So I'll go with the drinking.
Just think about how much food you could have.
I know. It's a really fair point.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd probably just cook at home and just be shit wrecked all the time. But that's just me.
No, can't
Be
do
like,
that.
I'm not going out to eat anymore. The
Can't do
podcast
that.
would suffer, as would the social media. But I mean, who knows? All right, Chris, you want to do the last one?
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one.
Thank you.
It's like
the
Barbara
internet came
Walters.
up with it.
How many 10-year-olds do you think you could take out before they eventually killed you?
Wait, what?
So how many 10-year-olds do you think you could take out before they eventually killed you?
Like beat them up?
You have to knock them unconscious so they stop trying to kill you.
10-year-olds are coming at you.
Trying
This
to kill
is a
you.
horrible
Murdered.
question.
No, it's actually a great question. How many 10-year-olds do you think you could kill before they all killed you?
I mean, I'm a redhead. Like, I have a beast inside, so probably, like, I don't know, 50?
Holy fuck! they don't come at you one at a time. It's like a zombie. So like one comes, then two come, then three comes. So you got to really start knocking them down fast.
Do you want me to show you my skills?
Are you karate?
Like, I'll take your cane right now and yeah.
I bet if that cane was a sword, do you think you could cut some
I mean, I've got this recipe for